Yes, you're welcome to the backstage of the African Mosaic Show. We're talking to Anna Kateno. She was the organizer of the African Mosaic Show. Anna, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
About myself or African Mosaic? Well, the past 6 months of my life has been African Mosaic, and it's been a very ambitious project, and I'm very happy that we have managed to successfully bring 30 designers from all around the world with a shoestring budget and over 100 volunteers to put this miracle together. And we are doing a film on this, we are publishing a book, and this is a documentation that I would like to go beyond this fashion show. And I'm very happy, I'm very pleased.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Children's Fund?
The Ethiopian Children's Fund was founded in 1993 after I went to Ethiopia for the first time after 11 years. I went to visit my country. I was living abroad with my family, and that was for the first time as an adult that I saw my country, and I realized that there was a lot that needed to be done, and I've always been very close to children, so I naturally went towards in that direction, and that's how we started Ethiopian Children's. When I came back and decided to bring some friends together, and since then it's just been doing events and doing 2-3 trips to Ethiopia a year.
So how do you think the rest of Africa can support your efforts?
I am getting a lot of support with the designers. When I became a model, I realized there were not a lot of African designers who were doing the shows and in the big centers of fashion like Paris and Milan, and I felt that we were not well represented in the industry, and at the same time we have a lot of inspiration from Africa, a lot of very talented designers, and that's when I slowly started looking for ways of bringing everybody together, and I think today was a great success for me.
I see that most of the designers that you had were from the African diaspora in the continent.
Yeah.
You had designers from Madagascar,
exactly, yeah.
Brazil.
Every region was represented.
How difficult was it to put
It was very difficult, yeah. But I think our very first show we had very few designers involved, and then slowly the word started getting out, and more designers heard about us, and we started. I travel a lot in Africa, I have a lot of African friends, and then slowly we have a great group of designers who come out and support us and travel 24 hours, and they're here to help us. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, the designs that they put up are very spectacular. There is a show that comes on in Ghana in February every year, celebrating the best of African design. It's just like you said, African designers are not positioned strongly in the international arena to make the needed impact. But looking at the clothes that were shown today, you could see that there's a lot of talent.
Oh, a lot.
We want to invite you to guide.
I would love to come. So, I've always wanted to come, so this would be a great opportunity.
You have your invitation.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're talking to Lady Mays, one of the designers for tonight's show from Nigeria. Lady Mays, it was a very spectacular show. Tell me, how did you get involved?
Well, I know Anna for about a couple of years, and I have always done the African Mosaic show. They found out about me from previous shows that I did at my work in Essence magazine. So since then I've been working with them. Anytime they have the show, I did the Paris show, the Kennedy Center show in Washington,
I'll call you.
Okay. Show, and the New York shows. I do it.
So what message are you trying to convey with your collection?
Well, okay. It's the same message that I started years ago in the early 80s when I wanted the world to see African fashion for what it is. I thank God today there's such umbrella as African Mosaic Show. But when I started promoting African show many years ago, as far back as 80s, 81, I went to FIT, and people here, they looked at African clothing as like something you could wear to a Halloween show.
Yeah, like
but we had to push for it. I did numerous shows at the United Nations. I did shows all over the United States, and my work was also in Eddie Murphy's movie Coming to America. Essence magazine showed a lot of my work. Black Elegance, Ebony magazines. From there, people started to welcome the African fashion and see that it's a very rich culture, and it's not just danshiki, it's a whole lot of things.
Okay.
African fashions go from traditional to contemporary to modern clothing. So
Lady Minx,
that's the message.
Please tell me a little bit about your work. What is your style and what are the fabrics you're working with?
Okay, right now my store is located in Queens, and
you're based in the US?
Yeah, I'm based in New York, and I do a lot of bridals. I do couture for special kind of people, and I do sportswear, like ready to wear. It depends on what my clients want. I basically do it.
So how have you survived in the US, as an African?
Well, I've been.
I know it must.
It is difficult. It is difficult. I'll tell you. I came here in 1980. Went to FIT, but I didn't stop there. I went to Brooklyn College for my BS. Then for my master's degree, I went to Toro College for my BS. I am also a school teacher. I work with New York City Board of Ed, educating the children. Because when you are a foreigner here, it's difficult to get a loan to do what you want to do. When I was at FIT, there were a lot of offers for me to create designs, but they weren't going to use my name. See, they wanted me to work for other designers that are already well established, but I didn't want that. So I did what I did on my own, pushing for who I am, for my identity. And I'm glad that the world today knows Lady Minx as a Nigerian-born fashion designer. That's my based in New York, exactly. But that is my pride.
It's been nice talking to you,
yes.
Lady Minx. We have a fashion show coming up in February. It's called a celebration of African design.
Okay, all right.
And Nigeria is going to be represented. So
Keep me posted. Definitely. If I get the information, and I will sure to be there.
We are lucky to be speaking to Wendy, Miss Universe 1998. Wendy, welcome to our show.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
Wendy, how did you get involved in this program?
Anna Gitana and my friend Galila, who's a designer, an Ethiopian designer based in Los Angeles, and she introduced me to Anna, and it just took shape from there. I was very much impressed by the project, the Ethiopian children's fund.
I saw you wearing one of Kofi and Seth's designs, which was spectacular. The long coat and everything. Tell me, since now your reign is over, what are you doing? Has your charity work stopped?
Not at all.
So what are you doing now?
Well, during my years Miss Universe, I was fortunate enough to be able to start a foundation in Trinidad for children with AIDS, HIV, and that work still continues. That's why I'm back and forth constantly from the US to Trinidad. That's something that I would have gotten involved in regardless of the crowd. So I'm very much involved in that. I'm still a Goodwill Ambassador for the United Nations, and I still do work for them as well, and for the Red Cross Society. My involvement, particularly in the fight against AIDS, HIV, will never end. Once we have that problem, I'm going to be doing my bit, whether it's in the spotlight or not.
And Wendy, you don't know how I felt when I watched you win the crown. I mean, you gave us hope and you made Africa and black people the world over very proud.
Thank you. I'm proud to say though that Mpuli from Botswana has followed in my footsteps.
Yes, you see,
it gave me great joy to put that crown on her head.
Yes.
Prior to Miss Universe, I was able to run around Trinidad and Tobago. It's very scrappy, my dad's slippers, etc. And certainly after winning the title, a lot more attention is on you, and you're aware of that. I took my responsibility as Miss Universe very seriously, and it hit home for me, I think, shortly after winning the title back in Los Angeles, which was my home base for the year. And these little children ran up to me screaming at Disneyland, and that's when I realized that they really pay attention. For a lot of young people out there, every word that comes out of my mouth is gospel. Winning the title has certainly made me a lot more conscious, and it's also been a very humbling experience. Everyone assumes it's just glamour, but I might be dining with the president of Paraguay one evening, and the very next morning I'm in a hospital visiting people who who are dying from rare diseases that we simply have no idea how to treat with a more cure, that kind of thing. And that's a grounding experience. It really humbles you and makes you realize that in the grand scheme of things, you are relatively insignificant, Miss Universe or not.
Anyway, Wendy, now in Ghana, the Miss Universe is assuming a bigger, is attracting a lot of attention because the Miss Ghana in the previous contest
made top 10.
And it's big news and we are all very excited about it. Tell me, what advice would you give to up and coming young women who may want to follow you?
I think your Miss Ghana this year is a perfect example of what a Miss Universe should be. She represented her country superbly. She was herself. Her culture was always at the forefront of whatever she said or did, and that's what sets you apart in a competition like Miss Universe. It's not about following the pack. At the end of the day, every contestant or delegate rather at the Miss Universe pageant is the best that her country has to offer for that year. So what sets you apart is using your wit, your intelligence, and being very proud of your heritage and who you are.
Okay, Wendy, we have a fashion show coming up in February of 2000 to support African designers internationally. We will want to extend an invitation to you. Would you come?
I certainly do my best to.
Okay.
I certainly would like to. I'm Wendy Fitzwilliam and you're watching CultureShare.
Hi, my name is Pile. I was one of the designers in the fashion show earlier on tonight, and I showcased my spring fall line, and it was fun. It was fun being a part of this big event, this charity event, and I'm originally from Trinidad, the home of Wendy, Miss Universe, and it was really nice to see her, you know, open the show, and you know, I met her backstage, and she was really cool, and the whole event was just really nice, and everybody was loving the designers, everybody was creative. It was really beneficial, you know, that everybody came together to support the cause and honor tremendous person, you know, putting together this whole fashion show, whole evening, and I was so happy to be a part of it, you know. So that was the joy of my evening right there.
Here we are talking to Kofi Ansah, who has made Ghana proud today. I'm sure you will be seeing his collection as the interview goes on. Welcome to Kofi Ansah.
Thank you.
It's just like I said, you made Ghana very proud. I mean, your clothes were so stunning. Tell me, how did you get involved in the show?
I think primarily because it was for a charity, and I have a very strong passion for children. So whenever there is an opportunity or situation to help the children of Africa, I contribute towards it. I mean, this year I've turned down so many invitations, but that's because it was a charitable deed, and Africans don't help each other often. So when there's an opportunity that we have to do something for ourselves, then we come together to do it.
Okay, so I noticed that you use a lot of kente for your collection. What message or what message are you trying to convey, you know, in your collection tonight?
Okay, kente has been abused.
Yeah, I noticed you were not using the overused one. Yeah. The kente was different.
Yeah, kente has been abused, and it's on an educational, should I say, trip to try and teach people the essence and value of kente, because it is our ultimate fabric and it should be used in the highest possible manner. That's why I only use kente in haute couture manner. Yeah. And I try to bridge the gap, because I create Western shapes and then I use our fabric to try and show another dimension of the fabric. Since I went back to Ghana in '93, that's when I was established as a British designer for a long time. I've tried to evolve the kente. A lot of the colorways that you see now is something that I try to instigate so that the fabric evolves, otherwise it dies. And now you get a lot more people wearing the kente in a more modern manner, at the same time preserving the traditional way that we wear it.
And the respect that goes with it.
Of course, because when you see the kente used for baseball caps and tennis shoes and all that, I feel a bit sick, to my stomach. So I try to salvage, what is left of it and make it proud.
I can't tell you how much. If you were trying to do something, I think your message came across very clearly and very well. Kofi, tell me, what do you think about African designers vis-a-vis as it relates to the international fashion area? Because the clothes that I saw tonight, they can compete anything. Yet African designers don't seem to be competing on the same level with the international designers. Do you think this is true? And if it is, what can we do about it?
Okay, I agree with us. We saw African designers have come of age, and for a long time. It's just that the whole thing is a club, and we are not being let in. And our governments are not giving us the assistance because it's a money game and we're dealing with numbers. We are not helped to create the hype and the international publicity which sells the clothes. We can out-design most of the American and the European designers that I know. Okay, this is the dramatic bit, but we do the ready-to-wear collections too quite effectively. But if only our individual governments can see the relevance in what we are doing and give us the backing, then we go a long way, because it's about time that African design, the perspective of the way of dressing in Africa is so to the rest of the world. We've been wearing the Western concept, the suit and all that for too long, and we've got something that we're very proud of. And it can create employment for us. It's a whole economic need that we need to exploit.
But Kofi, tell me that the African fabric, you notice that in Ghana, the variety of fabric that the designers have to work with is very limited. G.T.V, ATL, most of the time the prints are against the background, the prints are on like grey bath and things like that. We don't have a lot of African designs in silks and chiffons and things like that. Do you think that is also, because when I watch a lot of fashion shows in Ghana, I notice that you have the same fabric or the same kind of fabric being turned around in different being turned around in different styles, and it doesn't show the creativity of the designer, doesn't come across because of the limiting factor of the clothes, the cloth. Do you think?
I agree with you and I disagree with you. It's a creative challenge. How many ways can you turn around the sackcloth to make it interesting? We do try, but for the climatic reasons, certain fabrics are not conducive to it. That doesn't mean that our prints cannot be put on the various type of fabrics like the silks and the georgettes and the crepe de chines for export. Okay, that can be done, but as I said, it all stems from the support and the willingness to exploit the markets. Once we have that willingness, then we can create the wherewithal to bring in the other fabrics like the rayons and all the new tactile fabrics which is suitable for the temperate climates. But it is an evolution, and I'm sure we will get there.
It's taking us long though, because right now you see that. You want me to start? It's taking us longer because right now when you look, I just came from covering the South African fashion, and you'll be amazed that I saw they have a lot of talent, yet they do not have the creativity that the rest of, that our creativity that is based in the knowledge of our culture and our tradition. So maybe you and other designers may have to get together and talk to some of these people who like produce the fabrics, you know, because I still think that I hear the designers are doing well, but it is also a limiting factor to the fact that they have now every designer. If I come and buy coffee accessories, I want it to be in a fabric that I will not see somebody wearing, maybe selling banana or something, because you know. But you cannot help it. I mean, sometimes I don't know.
I understand what he's saying, but hey, communism is still alive and kicking. You know, who said it's dead? You see, it's very difficult because even the textile mills that we have are not being controlled by forces within the country. I'm a consultant to G.B.T.V.
Yeah, that is why I'm asking.
So I know what I'm talking about. Okay.
I mean, within is fine.
Yes.
Within is fine.
Yeah, but even still within is cotton and more cotton. Okay. The bosses who sit in Holland have a policy, and you cannot change their mind unless they decide to do so. Because I would like, you know, other fabrics, as I said, more tactile fabrics which are softer, so that I can create things during, you know, the summer month when there's a trend for soft clothes. You know, to do that, to try and get into the West Mind. Even organza, I've asked, you know, the company to try and experiment with organza. But it's a struggle because it is not a company policy to print on organza, and I think the wax process is difficult. The wax process can only be done on the grey backed, you know, cotton. So there's a technological difficulty there. But that doesn't mean that if really they have the willingness and want to do it, they cannot do it. But for the fancy print, I'm sure they could use the same patterns and put it on, you know, the chiffons and the georgette and the organza. But there again, if the designers and the financial institutions, you know, should I say, there was an agreeable marriage, then they could help back us, you know, to do it. But since all the designers have their hands tied behind them, we just have to go with the flow.
Well,
I'm
just wrapping. Okay, well, it's just like I said, Kofi, you have made Ghana very proud. For me, your clothes were very proud. I'm not saying this because I'm a Ghanaian, but I'm sure other people will agree with me. And it's been nice talking to you.
Thank you very much.